Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Mac, and today we're talking about talent choices for Elemental, Shaman, and Mythic Plus. Now, if you watched my last video, my Stormbringer guide for M+, you've noticed that this is the exact spec I showcased in the video, and this talent build right now is pretty much what I like running as a basis, but I've been testing out Master of the Elements, this choice node up here. And I honestly think I've been enjoying the Master of the Elements better than what I showcased in my last video. What I showcased was this talent set, but these are the talents that I'm messing around with. We have Power of the Maelstrom and Fusion of the Elements. Power of the Maelstrom has a 15% chance when you cast Lava Burst to make your next Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning overload an additional time, stacking up to 2 times. At base value, you have a 15% chance to get an additional elemental overload on your Chain Lightning every time you cast Lava Burst. But that's only a 15% chance, so keep that number in mind. Additionally, I have Fusion of the Elements, where consuming Power of the Maelstrom additionally fires an Elemental Blast at a target at 40% effectiveness. So what these two talent nodes boil down to is after casting Lava Burst, you have a 15% chance to get an additional Elemental Overload on a Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning and fire a weakened Elemental Blast at a target. That is all 15% chance. And what I've done here is I've removed these two talents and instead swapped them for Master of the Elements and Eye of the Storm. Now, I've already talked about what Master of the Elements does, where you weave Lava Burst in between your other spells to increase the damage of that next spell, but this happens every single time you cast a Lava Burst. So if I Lava Burst Elemental Blast, Lava Burst Chain Lightning, Lava Burst Elemental Blast, Lava Burst Earthquake, all of those after the Lava Burst is a 15% damage increase. It's not a chance of occurring, it just happens. Additionally, Eye of the Storm reduces the Maelstrom cost of Earthshock and Earthquake, as well as Elemental Blast, by 10. So this not only allows you to get additional damage out of your spenders through Master of the Elements, but it also reduces the cost of your spenders pretty significantly. It might not sound like a lot, but over the course of a dungeon, that can amount to quite a bit of extra damage or extra spenders. And I'll showcase the difference here, right? I know Overload's going to be kind of finicky with how the damage is going to look, and the damage meters are definitely not ideal to showcase what I'm talking about here, but I will showcase this, and I'll actually turn on in my cooldown settings here to showcase my Master of the Elements buff, just to show that I have it. Okay, so if I go to the dummies and build up some Maelstrom to cast Earthquake, I'll just get some base readings here, right? Just some really quick, easy averages. Okay, so we will reset this. We'll do 1 Earthquake here, see what it gives us without Master of the Elements, just baseline. Baseline, it gave us about 37,000. Okay, so we'll just say 37,000 ballpark. We'll build back another one, reset this, get some quick data here. 1 more Earthquake with no buffs, no benefits here, and see what this gives us for damage. That one did about 40,000, so a little bit better. 40,000 damage. Okay, now we'll reset that. Now logic states that the 15% damage increase should get us somewhere around, what's 10% of this? 4,000, 4,500 damage, right? 4,600 damage, maybe an extra 5,000 on each, right? So if I go ahead, build back up, of course, overloads are going to make this a little bit difficult here to showcase, but we'll reset that. We'll do a quick Lava Burst, followed by Master of the Elements, Earthquake, and see what this gives us. Hopefully, if logics, this should give us a bigger damage number. That gave us 40,000. Let's try it again and see what we get. So that was a low proc. We'll do the same exact thing. We'll reset the damage numbers here, and we'll do a quick Earthquake. Okay, this Earthquake gave us 40,000, 39,000 ballpark. So it gave us a little bit more damage on our Earthquake, you know, give or take, minus the overloads and whatnot, but not significantly much. So it might not be necessarily worth it. However, also have to consider that this isn't just AoE damage, right? Master of the Elements works on any of your next spells. So theoretically, if I'm in a Mythic Plus dungeon, this should also help increase my single target. If I'm going to Elemental Blast, my Elemental Blast by default, assuming it doesn't overload, which it's going to because that's just how this game's going to work, did 12,000. All right. Now, if I go ahead and do it again, build back up, do a quick little Lava Burst from a Master of the Elements, and do another elemental blast. That overloaded twice, and that did 15,000. So Master of the Elements isn't just going to be increasing your AoE damage, it's also going to be increasing your single target, which is what Stormbringer is really weak. Now, you might be considering the fact that if we're taking Master of the Elements, we're losing these two, the free Elemental Blast, and we're losing the extra overloads from the Chain Lightnings. The reason I think this might be worth it is because this is only a 15% chance to get both of these effects, whereas this happens every single time. And due to the nature of our current Mythic Plus build, we cast Lava Burst every time we cast Voltaic Blaze, which is a 15-second cooldown. So every 15 seconds we're casting Lava Burst. It's not a wasted global, we have to cast it. So when we're doing that, we're not only getting that Master of the Elements proc, we're also getting a large amount of Maelstrom. Now, if I was in my rotation, I'd get more, but generally speaking, after every Lava Burst from Voltaic Blaze Purging Flames, you're going to have enough to then follow it up immediately with an Earthquake. So if I go ahead and just do my normal rotation here, I'll show you what this kind of looks like, and I'll get rid of this Lava Surge, right? Open up with Stormkeeper, Voltaic Blaze, boom, boom, quick little Earthquake, Tempest, spend some Earthquake, waiting for a Lava Surge proc, eventually it's going to happen. Earthquake dump, Lava Surge, Earthquake, Master of the Elements, Tempest, Voltaic Blaze, Earthquake, Chain Lightning, Tempest. And you see, I have to weave these Lava Bursts in here anyways, so why not get that extra Master of the Elements buff for every single spender I'm using? My thought here is we do not spam Lava Burst in AoE, we really only do it in single targets. So why not get some value out of it in the AoE section where we do use it on a 15-second cooldown in those AoE pulls? Whereas every 15 seconds, if we cast that and then an Earthquake, we get our Empowered Earthquake. Or every 15 seconds, there's a 15% chance to get an extra overload on a Chain Lightning and a 40% weaker Elemental Blast, right? So my thought here is the majority of our damage comes from Earthquake, Chain Lightnings, and Tempests, not so much from this extra Elemental Blast. It's kind of a toss-up. The reason I like Master of the Elements so much is because, one, it adds some kind of variance to our rotation, and two, it helps our single target damage pretty significantly. It might not seem like a lot, but it's pretty significant. So those are things to consider. I haven't done actual crazy numbers testing on it yet, but that's just kind of where my head's at. I'm going to do some more testing this week, but that's what I'm thinking. So if you want to test out the build, I'll put the import in the description. The only actual difference is I took Power of the Maelstrom and Fusion of Elements and put it into Master of the Elements and Eye of the Storm. But if you're lazy and just want to import it, it's down in the description as well. Also, if you want to take any of my UI elements, whether it be my nameplates, my cooldown manager, or my resource bar, links in the description below with all those import strings as well. So thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.